Hi everyone, welcome to Wendy Speaks. I am your host D. First, let me just say thank you. Thank you for taking out time of your day, to be here. I know life is busy, you've got things to do, but somehow you've decided to spend some time listening to me talk today. And this means a lot to me, and I just want to say thank you. Wendy Speaks is a space for real conversations. We're going to be talking about adulthood, the parts that nobody really prepares you for. We'll be talking about work, relationship, personal growth, resilience, and how to actually build a life that makes sense instead of just reacting to whatever is happening around you. We're not going to be stating theories or trying to prove points. We are not here for motivation, even that does sound good, but it doesn't really work. We're here because life is real and it is hard, and you need someone to actually talk about it honestly. So, if you're still figuring things out, if you're still finding your footing, if you're still struggling, even if you're winning and you want to win better, then the space is for you. If you hear what resonates with you, do me a favor, like, share, follow, comment, and share it with someone that you love. Send it to that friend who needs to hear this. Post it in your group chats. You know, let's just grow together. Now let's dive into today's episode. Hey guys, welcome to Wendy Speaks. Today I want you to think about something. A fish can only survive in the right environment. If you put a fish in the wrong water, it dies. Simple and short. And I think we are the same way, because if you want to grow in a field, you can't be hanging around people who don't understand that aspect of your growth. If you want to build a business, you have to start listening to people who have done something similar. If you want to level up, you can't stay in the same environment designed for average. Right. So when I decided that I wanted to be a data analyst, when I became intentional about that decision, I started taking intentional steps. I didn't just take a course and say, okay, I'm a data analyst now. I intentionally began to change my environment. First, what I did was to surround myself with data analysts. I looked for people in the field. I started following them. I started watching how they think, what they talk about, what projects they were building. I even went ahead to open a new X account because I wanted to fill my feed with the information that I needed to learn. I started following data professionals, getting into data communities, and into data discussions. And every time I opened my X app, instead of seeing random drama or random gist, I was seeing data related posts, real problems being solved with data, and people that are in that field sharing various insights on what they were building and what they were doing. And then I started engaging, I started commenting on posts, I started asking questions, I started learning from people, I started watching YouTube videos. I started learning from people whose today looked like my tomorrow. And I started looking at job descriptions, in the data analytics space. Even the ones that I didn't understand, obviously, the ones that seemed way above my level, because seeing what I needed to know was actually data itself. And then I realized something. The difference between where I was and where I wanted to be wasn't just hard work, it was also information. And your environment controls access to information. When you are in the right environment, the right information flows to you naturally. You are surrounded by people, thinking about the things that you want to think about, talking about the things that you want to, learn. You are exposed to the problems that you need to solve. You are learning by just being present. And in fact, it's because of that environment that I realized that there are different niches that a data analyst could actually fit in, right? And today I'm a business analyst. And all that's kind of shaped a perspective about life that I want to share with you guys today. First, I think your environment shapes your thinking. You become like the people that you surround yourself with. Their values become your values, their standards become your standards, their problems become your problem. So if you want to think like a successful person, you might as well surround yourself with successful people. Not physically, it doesn't have to necessarily be physically, but through information that you consume and through the communities that you join. The internet in 2026 gives us unlimited access to the right or wrong information. So why not use it smartly? Second, information access is everything. There's a saying that the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is just information. And that's true, because you won't find that information that you're looking for randomly. You have to engineer your environment so that the right information finds you. When I was in my random X account, I saw random content. I see random content in my personal X account. But when I created, my feed to be data focused, I started seeing data related content. When I joined data communities, I started learning from data experts. Same internet, different environment, and completely different results, right? Third, your environment includes what you consume. Most people think that your environments, the environments are just the rooms that they sit in, but it's much more bigger than that. It's the podcast you listen to, it's the books you read, it's the people you follow, it's the groups you join in. If you're consuming information designed for average people, you would obviously stay average. But if you consume information that is designed for excellent people, you start talking and you start thinking like them. Fourth, you need to follow your tomorrow. There's this concept I heard. It goes like, if you continue to look at people whose present looks like your tomorrow, then you attract your tomorrow faster than you think. And that's it. That's the whole strategy. Find people who are where you want to be, study them, follow them, learn from them. You are not necessarily copying from them, you are just studying the path that they took so you can walk a similar one. And by the way, who says that you need to create an entirely new path? Use other people's experience and learn, right? So how do we actually architect our own environment? I have 5 steps that I'm going to be sharing. Well, 6 if you stick around. Step 1, first of all, you have to identify where you want to go. Be specific. I want to be a product manager at a tech company. I want to build a fashion design business. I want to be a UI UX designer. Whatever it is, identify it. I'm a huge fan of being very specific of what you want about life. Step 2, find people who are already there. Look on LinkedIn, look on X, look in industry groups and platforms. Find people who have done what you want to do. Step 3, follow them, study them, learn from them, see what they talk about, what content they create, right? What problems they're solving. You're building a mental model of what success looks like in that field. Step 4, curate your information sources. Your social media field should reflect where you want to go, not where you've been. Follow industry leaders, follow communities in your field, follow people solving the similar problems that you want to solve. Step 5, join communities and groups. Find online platforms and communities of people doing what you want to do. You can find this on Discord, you can find this on Slack group chats, you can find this on Facebook, in LinkedIn communities. Anywhere people in your field gather, you should be there. And don't just lurk in these spaces. Participate, ask questions, share insights, engage, learn. And then finally, step 6, remove what doesn't serve you, right? And be ruthless about this. If something is consistently giving you information that drains you instead of building you, stop consuming it. It's as simple as that. This isn't about being antisocial or being rude. It's about intentionally protecting your environment so that it serves your goal and your growth. Simple and short, right? Your environment shapes your thinking shapes your reality. So you have to build an environment that pulls you towards where you want to go. Right. Thank you for listening to me today. I'll catch you on our next episode. Bye for now.